Rifles 4-H educator, Douglas Sarpy Counties, and Cole Meter, who's a 4-H educator in Saunders County. The Nebraska 4-H Livestock Achievement Program is designed to promote all educational aspects of 4-H livestock projects, including selection, production, leadership, and citizenship, and exhibition by recognizing youth striving to improve in their livestock project knowledge and leadership. The program recognizes members of excellence across all 4-H livestock project areas, including beef, sheep, meat, goat, swine, dairy cattle, dairy goat, rabbit, and poultry. The Livestock Achievement Program requires 4-H members to plan for and report on a broad range of age-appropriate and project-related educational, leadership, and citizenship accomplishments.
So for each level, the Livestock Achievement Program provides a list of accomplishments from which 4-H members choose their goals. Each accomplishment is worth a specific number of points. Juniors ages 8 to 10 encouraged to complete their project, set goals, and complete project record. Intermediates age 11 to 13 must complete 100 points worth of activities and a project record to achieve the distinction of Intermediate Member of Excellence. Seniors ages 14 to 18 must complete 150 points worth of activities and a project record to achieve the distinction of Senior Member of Excellence. Youth completing these materials are for their designated species, receive Member of Excellence designations in their age division and project area.
Starting off in the junior division, when I call your name, please step forward and wave. Briley Mickey from Hamilton County in the sheep species. Della Gropp from Saline County, swine. Eli Beal, Brown County, swine. Hazel Bacon, Odo County, poultry. Kelzer Kersting, Platte County, poultry. Corbin Kunk, Saline County, beef. Landon Pesick, Jefferson County, beef. Macy Myers, Saunders County, meat, goat.
McHenry Jones from Cherry County for sheep. Megan Ferguson, Grant County, meat goat. Morgan Neighbor, Saline County, beef. Riley Munsinger, Buffalo County, rabbit. Riley Steinhoff, Otto County, poultry, swine. Wyatt Myers, Saunders County, meat goat. Now for our intermediates. Adelaide Metcalf, Lancaster County, rabbit. Allie Cook, Kimball County, swine. Brennan Mickey, Hamilton County, beef, swine. Brooke Fatleys, Platte County, rabbit. Bryson Gall, Scottsbluff County, swine. And Colin Betterman, Clay County, beef and poultry.
Continuing in the intermediates, Dayton Pullman, Gage County, beef. George Nygren, Saunders County, poultry. Hadley Backen, Odo County, rabbit. Jaden Neighbor, Saline County, beef. Kara Oberg, Frontier County, rabbit. Caitlin Grease, Clay County, beef. Kristen Nake, Odo County, swine. Lena Gropp, Saline County, swine. Lily Neighbor, Saline County, beef. Luke Ferguson, Grant County, meat goat. Maya Brummels, Dixon County, beef. Trevor Lindquist, Sarpy County, beef. Zane Anderson, Webster County, beef. In the senior division, AJ Poshpickle, Holt County, beef. And Nygren, Saunders County, poultry. Brianna Strecker, Red Willow County, rabbit, beef, and poultry. Drew Lethgy, Douglas County, meat goat. Emma Hackbart, Seward County, beef. Grace Lavelle, Gage County, beef.
Continuing with our senior division, Catherine Neighbor, Saline County, beef. Lucy Faddis, Platte County, poultry. Mahia Jones, Cherry County, sheep. Mallory Beathy, Sarpy County, poultry and rabbit. May Fran, Lancaster County, rabbit. Mesa Jones, Cherry County, sheep. McKinley Stoller, Hayes County, beef. Natalie Faddis, Platte County, poultry. Nathan Grease, Clay County, beef. And Trinley Bauman, Lancaster County, rabbit and dairy goat. Now, in addition to their program completion certificates, members of excellence will receive a sweatshirt and a cash award sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these youth a round of applause. Okay, do you want me to test it? All right, this will be our judge's mic. Perfect.
Yep, we're good to go.
A little bit time, too much time.
We are about to get underway for today's final drive. Just a quick reminder, if you're standing along the fence line, totally fine. Just make sure that you don't move your arms or do any distractions to scare our youth or their livestock, because their safety and enjoyment is our #1 priority. Also, on a side note, you probably have heard a variety of different times that we've talked about the sponsors that have been helping to bring the banners and the buckles and all the prizes to our youth. If you sitting out in the audience as a farmer, a rancher, a business owner that would like to be a part of that and get your name added to the list, no dollar is too small, and we as trustees of the Nebraska 4-H Foundation would welcome you into our family of sponsors. So if you're interested, Stu is sitting over there. He's got a mint green shirt on. We've got Kathleen, myself, Lindsay. We will be there to help you out through the process. So we appreciate all of our sponsors that have been here this entire weekend for our 4-Hers.
Tell me to move. You tell me to move. I was just trying to be out of the way.
I have mine for my two. Just skip it. We've said it enough during the shows. I mean,
Good afternoon, Nebraska. Welcome to 5 Points Bank Arena for the final drive. Thank you for joining us this weekend for the 2025 Nebraska State Fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to this afternoon's presentation of the American flag. To honor the United States of America, as we stand, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart as Olivia Vanderford sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And thank you to Olivia Vandeford, who is also a 4-H alumni.
Exhibitors that participated in the 2025 Livestock Achievement Program are helping us lead the 4-H Pledge. This will be led by Drew Lucci of Sarpy County 4-H, Zane Anderson from Webster County 4-H, Grace Lovell from Gage County, and McKinley Stoller from Hayes County 4-H, leading us in the 4-H Pledge.
You got it.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Thank you, Drew, Zane, Grace, and McKinley. We appreciate the support of the many sponsors for the Nebraska State Fair 4-H shows. We would like to recognize our Emerald Clover sponsors for the 4-H Awards at the 2025 Nebraska State Fair: Farm Credit Services of America, Pinnacle Bank, Nebraska Pork Producers, Parks of Nebraska LLC. Please join us in thanking these sponsors. Nebraska 4-H would also like to give special recognition to the Nebraska State Fair 1868 Foundation for their generous premium sponsorship. The president of the 1868 Foundation, Terry Galloway, would like to share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to represent our Nebraska State Fair 1868 Foundation. And we get the opportunity to raise funds for your Nebraska State Fair, and certainly for these individuals that are going to be in here in a little bit. A lot of the people that we have up here, we have several events. These are lots of our donors, as well as many of you in the audience here, and we want to thank everybody for their support. But nothing can be more important than the 4-H here in Nebraska for agriculture, as well as in the United States. So we want to say thank you. It's our privilege to provide the premiums to the kids and the young adults that are going to be in here this evening. So thank you very much.
And thank you, Terry. Today we get to meet the hardworking 4-H members that have excelled in their respective livestock competitions. Nebraska 4-H provides educational and experiential opportunities across the state for youth to cultivate leadership, growing as citizens, and developing life skills. Here in Nebraska, 1 out of 3 age-eligible youth participate in the 4-H programs across all 93 counties. Let's join us in welcoming them to our Nebraska State Fair Final Drive.
In our presence today, supporting our youth, is the Nebraska State Fair Board. We would like to invite our board chairman, John McKeever, to share a few encouraging words.
Again, welcome to the Nebraska State Fair. As we prepare for the grand drive, I'd like to thank all the 4-H exhibitors that are here today. Let's put our hands together for all their efforts they've done for us, and also to their families and to their grandparents. We couldn't do it without all of you, and we appreciate your support. On the board, on the State Fair board, there's a few members here. I'll recognize those that are here. Kathleen Lodel is our 4-H connection, I'll call it, on the board. And Ryan Hasselbuck also works on the FFA side. And then we have Alan Kale, Lana Hubbard, Kevin Hlacek. And again, we want to welcome all of you to the Nebraska State Fair. We appreciate you being here the last several days and being a part of the program. Thank you.
Thank you for your dedication and endless support in making this event a success. Let's show them our appreciation by giving them another round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, now let's turn your attention to the big screen.
Welcome to the 2025 Nebraska State Fair.
Instead of these.
This is their bio, so those are Morgan.
Okay, and you're just going to set them. Okay. Now let's begin our drive by introducing the 2025 Nebraska State Fair Swine Showmanship winners, sponsored by Nebraska Pork Producers and Don Peterson. Fifth place junior swine showmanship is Morgan Janda. This 10-year-old has been showing for 2 years from Howard County, the child of Jim and Tara. She plans to go to UNL and be on the livestock judging team and become a veterinarian. Your fourth junior swine showman is Emma Ducks. This 10-year-old has also been exhibiting for 2 years from Jefferson County, the child of Jordan and Melissa. She plans to continue showing pigs throughout her 4-H career and expand her teen herd by breeding her showmanship pigs. Your third place is Tatum Dakey, a junior division, 2 years of exhibiting from Buffalo County. Mitch and Jesse are the parents. She would like to continue showing swine and beef and hope to excel in livestock judging. I want to set higher goals and actually work hard to see and achieve them. I thank my family and friends for all their support. Your reserve champion junior swine showman is Kenan Rober. This 9-year-old has been showing for 2 years from Cass County. Levi and Darcy are the parents, and the future plans just to continue showing pigs. Your champion junior swine showman, Coy Klug. This junior division is a second-year exhibitor from Platte County. Bo and Crystal are the parents. Coy would like to play basketball in the NBA or farm and feed cattle with his brother.
Our fifth place intermediate swine showman is Blake Day from Buffalo County, the child of Derek and Kelsey Day. Blake has been exhibiting for 4 years, and he hopes to continue showing pigs and Hereford cattle until attending college to major in law and become an attorney. Fourth place intermediate swine showman is Allie Ritter from Cumming County, the child of Brandon and Leanne Ritter. Allie has been showing for 5 years and hopes to continue in her swine projects in 4-H and FFA and eventually attend college for something ag-related. Third place intermediate swine showman is Riker Kellums from Cass County, the child of Lindsay and Ryan Kellums. Riker is 12 years old and has been exhibiting for 4 years, and Riker's plans are to keep showing and improving each year. Reserve champion intermediate swine showman is Trevin Molisek from Saunders County, the child of Dan and Rachel. Trevin is 12 years old and has been exhibiting for 4 years, and he wants to win the State Fair Pig Show and breed pigs. And your champion intermediate swine showman for the 2025 State Fair is Baker Krupika from Lincoln County, child of Dan and Tara. Baker is an intermediate has been exhibiting for 4 years, and he wants to go to UNL for something ag-related to start a ranch and breed performance Angus and pigs.
We move on now to our senior swine showman. Our 5th place senior swine showman is Briggs Klug from Platte County, child of Bo and Crystal. 6 years showing and wants to win senior showmanship next year at the State Fair, Livestock Judging College, and of course, farm with his family. Our 4th place senior swine showman is Chase Hartman from Dodge County, the child of Jeff and Amy. This 18-year-old is from Dodge County, as I mentioned, and plans to attend college and raise show pigs. The 3rd place senior swine showman is Kylie Hackbart of Saline County, the child of Corey and Katie. The 17-year-old plans to attend Northeast next year, majoring in animal science. Your reserve champion senior swine showman, Anthony Haas from Box Butte County, the child of John and Jackie. Been exhibiting now for 3 years, plans to continue show out and finish high school education. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 champion senior swine showman is Lila Krapanki of Lincoln County, the child of Dan and Tara. Been exhibiting for 8 years and plans to attend college to get my degree in pediatric nutrition and move on a minor in biology.
Now being recognized are the winners of the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Breeding Gilt Show. Your 5th place overall breeding gilt is exhibited by Emma Ott from York County, who is the child of Justin and Tammy Ott. Emma is 17 years old and has been exhibiting for 6 years, and she plans to attend college and study pre-med. Her favorite part of the State Fair, Nikki's chocolate chip cookies. Your 4th place overall breeding gilt is exhibited by Gemma Clement from Saunders County, who's the child of Jason and Jeannie. Gemma is 12 years old and she's been exhibiting for 5 years. Her pig's name is Pink Pony Club, and she plans to go to college and go into the agriculture industry. What does she like about the State Fair? Showing and hanging out with her friends. Are they ready? 3rd place overall breeding gilt is exhibited by Brecken Hirschfeld from York County, the child of Chad and Misty. Brecken is 15 years old and has been exhibiting for 7 years. He plans to attend college and do something in agriculture, and his favorite thing about the State Fair, eating all of the fair food. Your reserve champion breeding gilt, sponsored by the Nebraska pork producers, is Briggs Klug from Platte County, child of Bo and Crystal. Briggs is 15 years old and has been exhibiting for 6 years. His pig's name is Delta Dawn. Briggs plans to livestock judge in college and come back to the family farm and feed yard. Briggs's favorite part of the State Fair is showing pigs and hanging out with friends and seeing people you don't normally get to see. And the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Breeding Gilt, sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers, is exhibited by Colin Nabuda from Cumming County. He is the child of Pat and Janelle. Colin is 18 years old and has been showing for 10 years. His pig's name is Beyonce. He plans to attend Northeast Community College and major in ag. Colin's favorite thing about the State Fair, showing pigs and hanging out with friends.
The 2025 Market Hog Show, fiercely competitive, and we're now inviting the best of the best to compete for the champion Market Hog. Up first is your champion purebred market division, sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers, exhibited by Brecken Hirschfeld from York County, child of Chad and Misty. This 15-year-old is attending college to do something, they say, in agriculture, just excited about all the fair food, and looks at, sorry, I'm trying to read their writing, and I apologize, something dog or Doug, I'm not exactly sure, but we apologize. We're giving them just a second. A couple of these kids had to run back and grab different pigs. While the kids are coming in, we'd like to thank the judge, Nick Hofschulte, for the time that he has spent with the youth during the Nebraska State Fair. Now coming in, your champion crossbred market gilt division, sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers. It is exhibited by Cade Godekin from Platte County. Cade is the child of Kyle and Jill Godekin. This 14-year-old attending college and returning to the family row crop and cow-calf operation are future plans. Coming in the ring with Ruth and says, hanging out with friends is the best part of the fair. Your champion crossbred market barrow division, sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers, is exhibited by Tatum Dakey from Buffalo County. And the child is of Mitch and Jessica. This 10-year-old has only been exhibiting for 2 years. This is Doss. She plans to continue showing swine and beef and help to excel in the livestock judging area. Favorite part of the state fair is having the opportunity to achieve my goals and make it to the dirt.
And now for our reserves. Our reserve champion purebred market division is sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers and exhibited by Trevin Malasek from Saunders County, who is the child of Dan and Rachel Malasek. Our reserve champion crossbred market gilt division, sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers, is exhibited by Ryder Brabeck from Saunders County. And our reserve champion crossbred market barrow in the market barrow division is sponsored by the Nebraska Pork Producers and exhibited by Diego Velasco from Otoe County. We would also like to thank Parks of Nebraska, LLC, Bade Genetics, Kevin Wedovic, Show Pigs, and for being sponsors for the 2025 Nebraska State 4-H Hog Show. We would also like to recognize third place winners in each of their divisions. Third overall crossbred purebred market division, Drew Kaufman. Third overall crossbred market gilt division, Allie Ritter. Third overall crossbred market barrow division, Morgan Clement. Congratulations to our 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Market Hog, to be determined.
Well, it's been an honor to spend the last couple of days with their youth and to celebrate what they've worked for over the summer. And as you can see, they've been working really hard. You guys have had extreme quality at the top end of this. And I just want to say thank you to the Nebraska State Fair staff for having me out here, put on a top-notch show. Let's give them all a big round of applause before we do anything else. Excellent ring help I had today. It was all smooth. We worked through them very efficiently for the kids and had a blast sorting through your pigs. Before I do anything else, I want to thank my wife back at home, taking care of our 4 kiddos, our 3 little ones, and just doing all of that, and everybody back at home taking care of everything. Couldn't do this, couldn't get away if I didn't have the support that I do back at home. If I want to give you kids just a little bit of advice or a little bit of something, encouraging words, I just hope that all of you get to find your passion and your purpose as you go on through life, and give it your all. Give it everything you've got inside of you. If you do it like you do these 4-H projects that you've done through the summer, I guarantee you'll be successful, and just do it all with your head and your heart, and go at it and go for it big, and just please don't forget where you came from, no matter what you get into and what you do on when you go go throughout and get on out in the real world. Don't forget where you came from, and above all, never quit having fun at livestock shows. With that, let's give these kids a big round of applause. We got a great crowd here. Let's show them how much you support them. I'm going to pick your grand champion market hog.
Congratulations to our 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Market Hog, exhibited by Brecken Hirschfeld.
And congratulations, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Reserve Grand Champion Market Hog, exhibited by Tatum Dagey.
And congratulations, the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 3rd place overall market hog is exhibited by Cade Godekin.
They come in.
Congratulations, the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 4th place overall market hog is Ryder Brabeck.
And congratulations. Congratulations to the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 5th place overall market hog, exhibited by Diego Velasco. Let's continue with our final drive by introducing the 2025 Nebraska State Fair Goat Showmanship winners, sponsored by Farm Credit Services of America and Don Peterson. Our 5th place junior goat showman is Laura Stitt from Seward County, child of Shelly Kubicek and Aaron Stitt. Laura has been exhibiting for 2 years, and she plans to continue showing her goats, sheep, and pigs and to become a fashion designer or work with kids. 4th place junior goat showman is Anders Beatty from Jefferson County, child of Kyle and Laura Beatty. Anders is in the junior division and has been showing for 3 years. His goal is to be a professional basketball player who raises goats on the side. Our 3rd place junior goat showman is Maxon Mitchell from Dakota County, the child of Samantha Mitchell. Maxon has been exhibiting for 2 years, and he plans to continue showing his goats and working on his showmanship in the future. Our reserve champion junior goat showman is Josie Hippen from Otoe County, the child of Jason and Julie Hippen. Josie has been exhibiting for 3 years and wants to continue learning about and showing goats. She is interested in animal science in the future. And our 2025 champion junior goat showman is Lauren Gangwish from Buffalo County, the child of Steve and Megan Gangwish. Lauren is 9 years old and has been exhibiting for 1 year. She attends 3rd grade at Faith Christian School, and she loves showing her goats and horses.
Our 5th place intermediate goat showman is Berkeley Nelson from Merritt County, the child of Lindsay and Chris. Been exhibiting for 3 years, plans to continue to raise and show goats, and also interested in pursuing a career as a vet when she gets older. Your 4th place intermediate goat showman is Benjamin Bousquet from Dakota County, the child of Scott and Lisa. This 13-year-old says plans to grow my goat business that I started with my sister and cousin called Hobo Show Goats. Your 3rd place intermediate goat showman is going to be Aiden Berman. Your reserve champion intermediate goat showman is Paisley Homestead. Come on in, Paisley. Paisley's from Perkins County, the child of Ben and Chana. This 13-year-old says, I want to continue showing livestock until I graduate and then go to college and medical school to become a surgeon. And your 2025 champion intermediate goat showman is Corbin Seabrant from Pierce County, the child of Jared and Kate. This 13-year-old says he looks forward to enjoying my high school career while wrestling and hitting the show road with my family and friends.
And moving into the senior division, our 5th place senior goat showman is Cammie Held from Colfax County, who is the child of Keel and Heather Held. Cammie is 18 years old and has been showing for 10 years, and she plans to go to college to be an ag teacher and will also have an ag communication degree, and then plans to come back to teach youth about agriculture. 4th place senior goat showman is Arabella Rothsmeyer from Buffalo County, the child of Tony and Sarah Rothsmeyer. Arabella plans to attend UNL or the University of Oklahoma to major in animal science. She plans to go on to K-State to attend vet school. 3rd place senior goat showman is Paisley White from Douglas Sarpy County, who is the child of Stuart and Mandy White. Paisley is 15 years old, and she's been exhibiting for 7 years at the Nebraska State Fair. After high school, Paisley plans to attend college and obtain a degree in the medical field. And our reserve champion senior goat showman is Ashley Robertson from Perkins County. She is the child of Darren and Katie Robertson. Ashley is 18 years old and has been exhibiting for 10 years. Ashley is attending Concordia University, majoring in exercise science and taking the pre-chiropractic route. And our 2025 champion senior goat showman is Allison Kemp from Lincoln County, the child of Court and Lisa Kemp. Allison has been exhibiting for 6 years, and she plans to attend a junior college to compete on the livestock judging team and transfer to a senior college to continue judging and pursue a degree in embryology.
All right, next coming up, it's our breeding doe champions. The 2025 Nebraska State Fair 5th place overall breeding doe is exhibited by Kelsey Luby. The 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4th overall breeding doe is exhibited by Macy Meyer from Saunders County. This 10-year-old is a child of Brandon and Shanna. This is a plan to attend and breed my doe for January Kids so that I can show her kids at next year's State Fair. My long-term goal is to be my start from my own herd, ABGA registered does, and was winning champion registered breeding doe is some of her future goals. The 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 3rd place overall breeding doe is exhibited by Taya Hamilton from Platte County, the child of Kent and Kathy. This 19-year-old has been exhibiting for 11 years. She plans to compete in real estate course and get a job in raising sheep and goats. But doing what I love most is with the best friends, family, and support system. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Doe is sponsored by 4S Goat Expo, and it is exhibited by Brantley Wendt from Colfax County, the child of Travis and Diana. This 12-year-old is continuing showing goats at state and national shows and making the best memories with family and friends. And your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Breeding Doe, sponsored by Nebraska Sheep and Goat Producers, is exhibited by Kinsley White from Douglas Sarpy County, child of Stuart and Mandy. This 14-year-old says after graduation plans to attend UNL and continue in the medical school to be an anesthesiologist. The best part of the fair is just hanging out with my friends and family.
Let's bring in our final market goat exhibitors. Champion Market Doe, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, exhibited by Berkeley Nelson from Merritt County, who's a child of Chris and Lindsay Nelson. Berkeley is 12 years old and her animal's name is Rizzo. Berkeley plans to continue raising goats and showing. When she gets older, she plans to pursue a career as a vet. Her favorite part of the state fair, showing the goats that we raise in our partnership with Ron Simonson and Lone Tree Show Goats. The Champion Division I Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Josie Johnson from Lancaster County, who is the child of Ann and Jeff Johnson. Josie is 16 years old and has been showing for 8 years, and she plans to own a jewelry company and be a pro. Her favorite part of the state fair is hanging out with her favorite goat guy. And your Division II Champion Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, exhibited by Addison Vavricek from Colfax County, who's the child of Corey and Brian Vavricek. Addison is 18 years old and has been exhibiting for 4 years. She is attending Oklahoma State University and plans to pursue a career in ag communications. She enjoys showing goats and hanging out with her show team. And let's see, where am I? Sorry. Division III Champion Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Laura Stitt from Seward County, who's the child of Shelly Kubicek and Aaron Stitt. Laura is 10 years old and has been exhibiting for 2 years. Her animal's name is Bubbles. She plans to keep showing her livestock and then become a fashion designer or work with kids. Showing animals and trying her best is her favorite part of the state fair.
Now your reserve champion headed to the final drive includes your reserve champion Market Doe, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, exhibited by Drew Saney from Platte County, the child of Scott and Kelly. This 17-year-old plans to go to school for diesel mechanics and making time for the final drive, imagining out with and hanging out with friends and family, just enjoying the good food as well. Your reserve champion Division I Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Lauren Johnson from Lancaster County, the child of Jeff and Ann. This 13-year-old is bringing in sausage is the name and plans to be the top in the AQHA Youth World Competition. Her favorite part is the showmanship. Your reserve champion Division II Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Paisley White from Douglas Sarpy County, the child of Stuart and Mandy. This 15-year-old is bringing in Soldier Boy. After future plans after graduation, plans to attend college and obtain a degree in the medical field. Her favorite part of the state fair is spending time with friends and family. Your reserve champion, Division III Market Weather, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Kelby Rasmussen from Boone County, the child of Cody and Sarah. This 13-year-old is bringing in Klein to continue growing knowledge to support my goats in showing and plans to study and become an anesthesiologist. The time spent with family and friends, the best part of the fair. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize the third place winners in each of their divisions. You might see them walking into the arena as the day goes on. Third overall Division I Market Goat Weather is Brantley Wendt. Third overall Division II Market Goat Weather, Corbin Seabrandt. Third overall Division III Market Goat Weather is Maya Carey. And the third overall Market Goat Doe was exhibited by Berkeley Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to our goat judge, Brian Kennedy.
I'll try to keep it as short and sweet as I can, but first of all, I want to say thank you to the staff at Nebraska State Fair for giving me the honor and the pleasure to come up here and working through the livestock, but even a greater set of kids out here. For 2 days, I've witnessed kids helping kids, and that's what it's about. And these are just tools to grow kids and give them a responsibility factor out here, and there's no greater project on the face of the earth. Doesn't matter what species we have here in raising kids. The ring help, the staff of all the 4-H was outstanding today. Just a little shout out to the way the 4-H deal worked today is that we were judging in the goat show, and there was a young lady showing her sheep at the same time in the division of the sheep. We shut down the goat show just to make sure that little young lady could get that sheep showed, give her enough time to get to the ring over here. And that was about a 15, 20-minute wait, but it worked out. It just goes to show you how important it is and how the staff works together and wants these kids to be able to present these animals and have them show them themselves and get them the chance to get presented out here. I don't have a whole lot of big speeches of anything out here. I want for you kids just to remember one thing out of it. Hard work, determination, and set some goals is important, and you will utilize those things the rest of your life at any and everything that you do. At the other side of the deal, there should be some thank yous that come involved. It takes an army to make this deal work. All of you kids probably do more things than just show goats. You got school and you got summer, you got all kinds of activities. The moms, the dads, the 4-H agents, the ag teachers, anybody that helps you along the way, remember to say thank you out of that deal. They are important parts of your life because it's going to be a big network as you proceed to go through. And never forget the process. The process, the early mornings, the late nights, the times that you don't want to get up, it's all the effort and hard work at home. Again, it's been an honor. I'm humbled by it out of the deal because I love to work with animals and get to see these in a variety of shapes and sizes and kind. This is the first time I've seen all of these out here together at one time. I'm very, very happy with them, all the way from the market does, all the way through the whole mix of everything that we do today out of it. One big round of applause, if you would. Congratulate these young people for making it out here.
Congratulations to Addison Bobercheck, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Market Goat.
Now stepping into that spot is going to be Corbin Seabrand from Pierce County. He looks forward to enjoying my high school career while wrestling and hitting the show road with my family and friends.
Congratulations to Josie Johnson. She's your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Reserve Grand Champion Market Goat.
And stepping into that spot now is going to be Brantley Went, a 12-year-old from Colfax County. Continues showing goats at state and national shows as a future goals.
Congratulations to Lauren Johnson. She is your third place overall market goat for the 2025 Nebraska State Fair. Go ahead. You want it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Congratulations, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H fourth place overall market goat, exhibited by Paisley White.
And congratulations to Brantley Wint. He is your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 5th place overall market growth. Great job to all of the exhibitors.
We'd also like to say congratulations to our other third place exhibitors, including Berkeley Nelson from Merritt County, raising goats and showing when I get older I plan to pursue a career as a vet, and Maya Carey, who's 18 from Holtz County, finishing at Wayne State College and go to UNMC to become a pharmacist.
Let's move into the Great Plains Livestock Judging Circuit. The Livestock Judging Circuit is a tremendous opportunity for youth in Nebraska that have interest in livestock evaluation. These youth are afforded more than 13 contests to compete in across the state, including the State 4-H contest held on East Campus in Lincoln. In order to determine the all-state teams for each age division, each competitor's top 2 scores from any of the sanctioned contests are combined with their score at pace and used to generate a final ranking. The top 5 youth in both the intermediate and senior divisions make up our all-state livestock judging teams here in Nebraska. As we call your name, please come down and receive your buckle.
In the intermediate division, Cooper Elson from Buffalo County. Brooklyn Creech from Scottsbluff County. Brentley Elber from Webster County. Mackenzie Steffen from Cumming County. And Bristol McConville from Dawson County.
And in the senior division, Seth Mayring from Box Butte County. Bella Jedlicka from Colfax County. Justine Pope from Buffalo County. Jamie Getline from Chase County. And Allison Vavracek from Colfax County.
Let's congratulate these kids one more time and strongly encourage any livestock-driven youth in Nebraska to compete in this circuit next year. Let's give them a round of applause. Any questions, make sure you contact Cal Scholes, and thank you for all in competing. As we move on this afternoon, it is time for the 2025 4-H Sheep Show. They're being sponsored by Farm Credit Services of America and Mr. Don Peterson. Our 5th place junior sheep showman is Parker Bobenmeyer from Red Willow County, the child of Tyler and Jenna. This 11-year-old is to become a successful animal farmer where I can raise healthy sheep and goats for breeding and market. I also want to continue to improve my showmanship skills to better showcase my animals. Your 4th place junior sheep showman is Grayson Arbuck from York County, the child of Jason and Ashley. Plans to continue showing livestock and to become a vet. Your 3rd place junior sheep showman is Kaya Zay from Holtz County, the child of Christy and the late Keith. She went in the 5th grade at West Holt Public Schools. She enjoys sheep showing, volleyball, wrestling, softball, dance, and playing with my friends. Your reserve champion junior sheep showman is Reese Engler from Jefferson County, the child of Clay and Kelly. Plans to continue to raise sheep, go to school, and judge sheep someday. And your 2025 champion junior sheep showman is Hannah Hasselbrook from Saunders County, the child of Ryan and Kristen. He plans to continue showing sheep in 4-H and eventually move into FFA. Our 5th place intermediate sheep showman, Leah Lambert from Dawes County, the child of Jim and Jeannie. Plans to attend college for livestock judging and to become an ag education teacher. We know we need a lot more of them. And to raise and sell high elite show lambs. Our 4th place intermediate sheep showman is Chanley Crow from Seward County, the child of Brian and Allison. He wanted to be a teacher when I grow up. This is her 4th year of exhibiting. Our 3rd place intermediate sheep showman is Jada Clement from Saunders County, child of Jason and Jeannie. Been showing 4 years, wants to go to college for animal science, and my goal is to win showmanship at the state fair. Our reserve champion intermediate sheep showman is Kami Tasaivi. He's 8 years of exhibiting, and the child of Christy and the late Keith. Now, she's, of course, looking forward to the future plans and goals is to go on and win major shows. And the 2025 champion intermediate sheep showman is Lindy Philham from Scotts Bluff, the child of Nip and Lori. Plans to go to UNL after I graduate high school. I want to do something with ag, and I want to breed cattle and sheep. The same for showing.
Moving now into the senior division, our 5th place senior sheep showman is Asa Andrew from Nemaha County, child of Bryce and Lisa Andrew. Asa is a senior and has been showing for 6 years, and she plans to study reproduction and nutrition in sheep and cattle and also raise competitive show livestock. 4th place senior sheep showman is Kale DeSevi from Holt County, child of Christy DeSevi and the late Keith DeSevi. Kale is a senior and has been exhibiting for 13 years. Future plans are to pursue a career in animal science or pre-vet, then settle down and raise show sheep at our farm. 3rd place senior sheep showman is Sisian Croce from Seward County, child of Brian and Allison. She is a senior and has been exhibiting for 8 years. She's planning to double major in animal science and ag education at OSU while also following a pre-vet track. After graduation, plans will be to become a vet or an ag teacher and an FFA advisor while also running my own lamb operation. Your reserve senior sheep showman is Taya Hambleton from Platte County, who's the child of Kent and Kathy Hambleton. Taya has been exhibiting for 19 years, and she plans to complete her real estate class, get a job, and raise sheep and goats. And your 2025 champion senior sheep showman is Etha Baumberger from Scotts Bluff County, who's the child of Chad and Tabitha Baumberger. Ethan is a senior and has been exhibiting for 6 years. Ethan is currently attending Casper College, majoring in agribusiness and competing on the livestock judging team. He plans to continue to raise livestock at a competitive level. He plans to have a career in animal nutrition.
Let's give them a round of applause and let them step out because there are a few that are going to have to grab some sheep. As we get ready to bring in our 2025 champions from the Breeding U Show. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 5th place overall Breeding U. Wait 1 minute. Okay. I don't know. That's what I said. Yeah, 5th place. Yeah, we're waiting. Okay.
This one is
Kaya DeSive from Holt County is the child of Christy and the late Keith. She's been exhibiting for 6 years and enjoys showing sheep, playing sports, and spending time with family and friends. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 4th place overall Breeding U is exhibited by Sissity Crow from Seward County, the child of Brian and Allison. This 17-year-old has been exhibiting for 8 years, plans to double major in animal science and ag education at OSU, while also following a pre-vet track. After graduation, I plan to be a vet or become an FFA advisor while also running my own lamb operation. Getting out of school, eating at the ice cream parlor, and hanging with my show family is part of the best parts of the state fair. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 3rd place overall Breeding U is exhibited by Asa Andrew from Nemaha County, the child of Bryce and Lisa. This 16-year-old is going to go to college to study animal science and specialize in reproductive and nutrition. Getting to compete and hanging out with friends is the best part of the fair. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Ewe is sponsored by Beth Brinstill at Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, exhibited by Hannah Hasselbrook from Saunders County, the child of Ryan and Kristen. She's been exhibiting for 2 years and says, I plan to continue to show sheep and eventually go to college at the University of Nebraska. The experience, I love spending time in the ring and working with my sheep. And your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Breeding Ewe, sponsored by Beth Brinstill and Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, is exhibited by Bree Vanzadal from Wayne County, the child of Kimberly and Eric. She's been exhibiting for 6 years and plans to go to UNL to study the actuary science, and her favorite part of the fair is the food.
Let's welcome in our division champions from the Market Lamb Show. In the Dorset Division, champion sponsored by Cashway Distribution, exhibited by Natalie Wagner from Dodge County, who's the child of Scott and Christy Wagner. Natalie is 18 years old and has been exhibiting for 7 years. Her plans are to go to college and study journalism. Favorite thing about the state fair? Eating ice cream and showing lambs. The Hampshire Division champion is sponsored by Cashway Distribution and exhibited by Miles Birch from Butler County, the child of Colby and Mickey Birch. Miles is 10 years old and has been exhibiting for 5 years. His future plans: to farm and to buy a John Deere 4440. His favorite part of the state fair? To look at the tractors, even the red ones. Your Natural Division champion, sponsored by Cashway Distribution, is exhibited by Sissany Crow from Seward County, the child of Brian and Allison. I think we've got some lamb swapping behind the scenes. And again, it is Sissany Crowy. I've been corrected. Sorry about that, Sissany. And here she comes. We're getting all the right people with all the right sheep. Sissany is 17 years old and has been exhibiting for 8 years. Her sheep's name is Camaro. Her ultimate goal is to win the Nebraska State Fair. Her favorite part of the state fair? Missing school, eating all the different ice cream, and meeting other exhibitors. And the Southdown Division champion is sponsored by Cashway Distribution and exhibited by Lexi Fillingham from Scottsbluff County. Scottsbluff County, the child of Nip and Lori Fillingham. Lexi is 12 years old and has been exhibiting for 3 years. Her sheep's name is Alfredo. She plans to graduate high school and to become a vet, ag teacher, or livestock judge. And the best part of the state fair? Definitely the food. The White Face Influence Division champion is sponsored by Cashway Distribution and exhibited by Amara Croy from Seward County. Amara's sheep is named Lamborghini or Lambo, and she wants to be a hairstylist when she grows up. She loves showing sheep at the state fair and walking around the expo building with her friends. In the AOP division, the champion is sponsored by Cashway Distribution and exhibited by Elena Wagner from Dodge County, the child of Scott and Christy Wagner. Elena's 13 and her sheep's name is Jeremy. When she grows up, she'd like to open a bakery. Her favorite part of the state fair? The shopping, the food, and the showing. And the champion in the crossbred division is sponsored by Cashway Distribution and exhibited by Kate Pieper from Scottsbluff County, child of Jeff and Summer. Kate is 17 years old and her animal's name is Kendrick. She plans to study vet medicine and run track in college. The best thing about the state fair? Being with friends and family and meeting new people.
Now let's head over to our reserves. In the Dorset Division, Reserve Champion is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative Dorchester, exhibited by Ansley Waltman from Box Butte County, the child of Lee and Jenna Lee. This 15-year-old has been showing for 7 years and walks into the ring with Goose. She wants to pursue a higher degree in med science and continue to grow my club lamb operation. Hanging out with friends and family and showing sheep is a favorite part of the fair. Your Hampshire Reserve Division is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester, exhibited by Josie Johnson from Lancaster County, the child of Jeff and Ann. This 16-year-old has been exhibiting for 7 years. This is Plato. Plans to obtain a doctorate degree in the field of science and just likes being with friends, livestock, and of course, the pie booth. Your Reserve Champion Natural Division, sponsored by Farmers Cooperative Dorchester, is exhibited by Taya Hambleton from Platte County, the child of Kent and Kathy. This 19-year-old is bringing in Romeo, plans to complete a degree in real estate and get a job and raise sheep and goats, and of course, doing what I love most with the best friends, family, and support system. Your Reserve Champion Southdown Division is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester and is exhibited by Jada Clement from Saunders County, the child of Jason and Jeannie. This 12-year-old has been exhibiting for 4 years and brings in Princess Peach. She plans to attend college and go into the agricultural industry. Showing and hanging out with my friends is the favorite of the fair. Your Whiteface Influence Division Reserve Champion is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative of Dorchester and is exhibited by Kate Pieper from Scottsbluff County, the child of Jeff and Summer. The 17-year-old has been exhibiting for 11 years. This is study vet medicine in trade and running college and being with friends and family and meeting new people. Your AOP Division Reserve Champion is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative Dorchester and is exhibited by Ryan Blake from Gage County, the son of Brandon and Aaron. He's been exhibiting for 3 years, brings in Red. Would like to serve in the Army, go to college, and then be a neurosurgeon or archaeologist, showing sheep, variety of foods, game and park exhibits, and interactive sections. Your Crossbred Division Reserve Champion is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative Dorchester and exhibited by Grayson Arbuck of York County, the child of Jason and Ashley. Been exhibiting for since 5 years old, but 2 years at the state fair, and plans to continue showing livestock and wants to become a vet. Showing her animals is the favorite part of the fair. We're going to turn it over now to, as he looks over the sheep, is of course our judge, Jordan Ambergy, but we'd like to talk about your 3rd overall Dorset Division, Lee Lambert. 3rd overall Hampshire Division, Asa Andrew. 4th overall Natural Division was also to Asa. 3rd overall Southdown Division, Connor Cookshouse. The 3rd overall Whiteface is Jalen Clement, and your 3rd Crossbred Market Lamb, Cassini Crow.
You're so good.
Well, I mean, like, say for the last 5 minutes. I don't want to do it wrong. He doesn't have a mic. Oh, boy.
Is it down there somewhere?
Brian Kennedy had the mic.
Here. Just take one of ours.
Yeah, for sure.
Here Jerry's coming.
Well, I thought I was going to get out of giving one of those fancy speeches, but they found a microphone for me, so here we are. Good evening. What an event. What a past 2 days that I've been blessed with the opportunity to spend with you guys here in Grand Island. A couple housekeeping items. My thank yous. Thank you to the wife and kiddos back at home and around Lexington, Kentucky. They've done an amazing job of keeping things rocking and rolling there at the house for the last 4 days. It's not easy. I don't think any animals has died or kids been in jail that I know of. So it's a very heartwarming and very good that I get the opportunity to come spend 4 days doing what I enjoy, and I can do that with full support at home. The next thank yous, I know I mentioned it there in that crossbred division a couple hours ago. You know, you can see people around ringside, and I see people that have judged many pig shows, cattle shows, sheep shows, goat shows. This state fair, from a management standpoint, is absolutely the best thing I've ever been a part of. There's national shows out in the country that I think can take note just in terms of the support that you guys here in Grand Island give to your youth, the professionalism from picking us up at the airport to the hospitality, feeding us for 4 days, making sure that we're happy and healthy and everything is rocking and rolling. So I want everybody up here to please show your support for the staff here at Nebraska State Fair. It's a thankless job, and they do it to the best of their abilities, and honestly, it's the best in the country. You know, I'm not one to have something planned, but, you know, I was killing time there before the Grand Drive, and Scotty Scheffler, the golfer, I'm a big golf fan, and, you know, he got interviewed at a press conference a little bit ago this summer where he was talking about winning. And I think that little segment can relate a lot to what we do in showing livestock regardless of species. He talks about how winning is an accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling. You know, the banners obviously can fade. The pictures over there can last 30 seconds if Heidi snaps a good one and she's doing her job. But what is fulfilling is subjective. It's the family time. It's the relationships that we build and the network that we build that propel us to be, actually propel the youth to be valuable assets in our community and in the big game of life. It's the memorable moments. It's not the victories. It's not the defeat. It's the time we spent with our friends. It's the educational moments that we develop. It's the life lessons that we encounter. That is the most important, and to me, that's the fulfilling part of this industry that it gives us. So that's one encouraging thing. Nick and I were going to, our pig judge was going to have a challenge of who could, you know, have the shorter speech. So I think he's winning right now. But the one thing that I will encourage you guys is to remember what this project's about. Winning is absolutely awesome. And that's what we're all here for. I'm as competitive as anybody. But 10 years down the road, I hope we are fulfilled with other things than banners because, like Mr. Kennedy said, this is just a tool to use in the big game of life. Guys, we sent an incredible group of sheep today and yesterday, but this weather show has been absolutely awesome. And like our goat judge said, this is the first time that I've got the privilege of seeing all the breed representatives and the crossbreds out in the ring together. I hope you guys are as happy with them as I am. There's a pair of them that's going to be absolutely fun to take a picture, and a top 5 that I'll put up against any state fair in the Midwest. I hope you guys encourage and celebrate these kids. They've worked their tails off for 2 days. It's been an incredible show. But most importantly, celebrate them, not only the ones that have made it out here for the champion drive, but the ones around watching ringside, because they played a major major role in this state fair as well. Thank you guys for Nebraska for having me, and good luck to y'all kiddos down the road. I'll show you my top 5, how I like them in order. Congrats once again.
Kate or Miles, I guess.
Yep. It's going to be Miles.
Miles Birch.
Congratulations, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion is Miles Birch.
Stepping in now will be Asa Andrew, is 16 years old from Nemaha County, running my own reproductive center and raising competitive show stock is the goal.
No, that was 3rd overall. Second
Yeah.
is Josie.
Yeah, I meant.
Congratulations to your 2025 Nebraska State Fair Reserve Ground Champion, Sisney Crowe.
And stepping in to fill that hole is going to be Asa Andrew once again.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to talk about seconds again. So, yeah, it's like, oh. Kate Pieper.
Congratulations to Kate Pieper, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair overall 3rd place market lamb.
Stepping in is Sisney Crowe, a 17-year-old from Seward. Again, one of my goals is to win showmanship at the national shows.
So that would have been Sissany. That was Grayson Arbuck.
Congratulations to your 2025 4th place overall market lamb, Grayson Arbuck from York County. And congratulations to your 2025 overall 5th place lamb, Josie Johnson from Lancaster County. And now we will shift to the last species of the night. We'll let our market lambs get cleared out. We're glad to have a great turnout today at our final drive.
Okay, they're lined up and ready to go.
Beginning with Beef Showmanship, sponsored by Farm Credit Services of America and Don Peterson. Our 5th place junior beef showman is Finley Jelinek from Polk County, the child of Nate and Tori Jelinek. Finley has been exhibiting for 1 year, and she wants to go to school to be a livestock judge and a softball player for Nebraska. 4th place junior beef showman is Graham Johnson from Burt County, the child of Jordan and Heidi Johnson. Graham has been exhibiting for 2 years, and he wants to be a farmer when he grows up. Our 3rd place junior beef showman is Autumn Dietz from Buffalo County, the child of Thad and Hillary Dietz. This is Autumn's 1st year to show, and she plans to go to 3rd grade and continue showing cattle. Your reserve champion junior beef showman is Blakely Katz from Gage County, the child of Brent and Catherine Katz. Blakely has been exhibiting for 2 years, and she plans to continue showing cattle and going to college and major in animal science with both state fair and Exarban showmanship, just like her brother. I think we're good. Okay. And your brand? And we have just a correction to make. Blakely Katz is in the ring, and she is actually our grand champion junior beef showman. We've got a little switched up here. Apologize about that, Blakely. And we'd like to bring in Aspen Kucher from Colfax County, the child of Dennis and Wendy.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Should I go to?
Just keep going. Okay, sounds good. All right, sometimes I get my wires crossed over here, but we will get it all corrected. I do believe we have all of our junior beef showmen who are here present in the ring. Good job, you guys. Way to go. Lots of first-year showmen out there.
Our 5th place intermediate beef showman is Clayton Crenna from Seward County, the child of Ross and Stephanie. Been showing for 6 years and plans to move home after college and help in the family farm. Your 4th place intermediate beef showman is Brinley Elber from Webster County, the child of Wilson and Afton. Been exhibiting for 5 years, plans to go to college and judge on the livestock judging team and do something in ag. Your 3rd place intermediate beef showman is Maddie Brown from Scottsbluff County, the child of Sean and Janine. The goal is to get a degree in animal science with veterinary medicine with a focus on embryology. After college, I plan to have a show cattle business and raise primary breeding show heifers. Your reserve champion intermediate beef showman is Brody Aarons from Burt County, the child of Brent and Brooke. Exhibiting for 5 years, plans to finish junior high and high school while playing sports and hopes to join the collegiate livestock judging team while majoring in livestock management. And our 2025 champion intermediate beef showman is Megan Leisler from Dawson County, the child of Gordon and Alicia. Been exhibiting for 2 years and plans to major in ag education.
Moving into the senior division, our 5th place senior beef showman is Braxton Reinerson from Gosper County, the child of Jason and Amber Reinerson. Braxton has been exhibiting for 7 years and he plans to attend a university to attain a degree in agribusiness. He also plans to continue showing cattle until I age out and then will focus on raising show cattle for other showmen. The 4th place senior beef showman is Riley Codner from Hall County, the child of Mark and Brenda Codner. Riley is 16 years old and has been exhibiting for 11 years. After graduation, she plans to go to college and study bovine reproduction. Goals are to win showmanship at both state and national levels and continue being involved with the Maine Anjou Association. And our 3rd place senior beef showman is Luke Katz from Gage County, who's the child of Brent and Catherine. Our reserve champion senior beef showman is Emma Stahlbaumer from Custer County, the child of Curtis and Marta Stahlbaumer. Emma is a senior and has been exhibiting for 7 years. She is not quite sure what she wants to do in the future, but will make up her mind shortly. And our 2025 champion senior beef showman is Hadley Hartman from Johnson County, the child of Dalton and Jill Hartman. Hadley is a senior and she's been showing since she was 4 years old. She plans to pursue a degree in ag leadership while staying actively involved in the next generation of operating Hartman Cattle Company. Our breeding heifer show made for quite a competitive day yesterday. Let's introduce our 2025 winners. Our Nebraska State Fair 5th place overall breeding heifer is exhibited by Lainey Tronick from Gage County, child of Daniil and Scott Tronick. Lainey is 13 years old and has been exhibiting for 5 years. Her heifer's name is Charlie. Lainey wants to continue their family legacy on their farm and cattle operation, and the best part of State Fair is seeing her friends. The 4th place overall breeding heifer is exhibited by Chesney Prince from Cumming County, the child of Todd and Krista Prince. Chesney is 11 years old, and it's her 3rd year at the State Fair. Her heifer's name is Lucy. She plans to continue her education and have a career in the medical field. And the best part of State Fair, showing cattle and seeing friends. Your 3rd place breeding heifer is exhibited by Grayson Arbuck from York County. Grayson is the child of Jason and Ashley Arbuck. Grayson is 10 years old and her heifer's name is Queen Ruth. Grayson plans to continue to show livestock and study to become a vet. Her favorite part of the State Fair is definitely showing her animals. And the reserve champion breeding heifer for the 2025 Nebraska State Fair, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank, is Hadley Hartman from Johnson County, who is the child of Dalton and Jill Hartman. Hadley is 15 years old and she's been showing since she was 4. She plans to pursue a degree in ag leadership while staying active in the next generation of operating Hartman cattle. And the 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Breeding Heifer, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank, is Preston Hartman from Johnson County, the child of Dalton and Jill Hartman. Preston is 12 years old and has been exhibiting for 3 years. His heifer's name is Kylie. In the future, he plans on helping his dad and grandpa continue to run Hartman Cattle Company. The best part of State Fair, showing his heifers and hanging out with his friends.
Now it's time to introduce our 2025 feeder calf winners. The Nebraska State Fair 4-H 5th place overall feeder calf is Jet Fogarty from Thurston, the child of Mike and Ashley. Been exhibiting for 7 years. Bringing into the ring is Coulter. He plans to continue 4-H experience and continue showing my feeder steer as a market steer. The livestock and all of the vendors a favorite part of the fair. Your 4th overall place feeder calf is Jackson Logan from Burt County, the child of Christy and Jeremy. This 16-year-old has been exhibiting for 8 years and brings in the heifer. Exhibitor plans to be future is to go to college and raise competitive show steers. The favorite part, of course, is showing. The 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H 3rd place overall feeder calf is Shia Bushall of Webster County, the child of Alex and Mackenzie. This 13-year-old has been exhibiting for 5 years and brings into the show ring Joe. Plans to attend UNL and pursue her degree in equine veterinary, and the favorite part of the fair has been the birthing pavilion. Your reserve. Good. Okay. I just want to make sure we were all caught up. Your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Reserve Grand Champion Feeder Calf is sponsored by Bill's Volume Sales. Is Caden Tyan of Merritt County, the child of Ryan and Sarah. This 16-year-old has been exhibiting for 11 years, and this is J-Lo. Plans to continue showing 4-H and FFA, and the dream job is to be a vet. Loves showing and the environment it brings. And your 2025 Nebraska State Fair 4-H Grand Champion Feeder Calf, sponsored by Bill's Volume Sales, is Hadley Donsel from Colfax County, the child of Kurt and Steph. The 9-year-old is a first-year showing at the Nebraska State Fair. This is bringing into the ring Penny. She plans to continue to show cattle at state and national shows. When she grows up, she wants to be a dance teacher. Best part of the fair is just hanging out with friends and family. And don't forget those slushies.
Today has been packed with competition in the Market Beef Show. Let's introduce our division winners. First up, our champion registered steer. Sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation and exhibited by Ava Dietz from Buffalo County, who's the child of Thad and Hillary Dietz. Ava is 10 years old and it's her 2nd year to show. And her steer's name is Gru. Ava plans to go to 5th grade and play volleyball and continue to show cattle. And her best part about the state fair, showing and being here with her family and friends. In the crossbred division, your champion crossbred Division 1 steer, sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, is exhibited by Jace Ritter from Cumming County, who's the child of Jeremy and Laura Ritter. Jace is 10 years old and it's his 3rd year to show, and his steer's name is Johnny. His future plans include passing 4th grade without having to redo it. Also to aspire to outshow his brother and sister. And his favorite part of the state fair, friends and going to the carnival. The champion crossbred Division 2 steer, sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, is exhibited by Bailey Prince from Colfax County, the child of Kenny and Sarah Prince. Bailey is 12 years old and it's her 4th year to show, and currently she is leading Cotton Ball into the ring. Her future plans to win a national show. And the best part of the state fair, hanging out with her show friends and showing her animals. Your champion crossbred Division 3 steer, sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, belongs to Chesney Prince of Cumming County. Chesney is 11 years old, has been exhibiting for 3 years. And her steer's name is Dawn. She plans to go to college and have a career in the medical field. In her favorite part of the fair, showing her cattle and seeing her friends. And the champion market heifer, also sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, is exhibited by Autumn Dietz from Buffalo County, the child of Thad and Hillary Dietz. Autumn is 8 years old and it's her 1st year exhibiting, and her heifer's name is Babs. She plans to go to 3rd grade and continue showing cattle. Her favorite thing about the state fair is showing and hanging out with all her girly pops.
Now let's bring in our respective reserves. Your reserve champion registered steer, sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, is exhibited by Haley Johansson from Burke County, the child of Heath and Amanda. This 12-year-old has been exhibiting for 5 years and brings in Simon. Enjoys showing cattle and livestock judging, and I hope to continue in the future. But showing my calves and hanging out with my friends and family is the favorite part of the fair. Your reserve champion, Crossbred Division 1 steer, is sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation, is exhibited by Briley Ahrens from Burke County, the child of Brent and Brooke. This 16-year-old has been exhibiting for 8 years, and this is Timmy. She plans to graduate high school from Oakland Craig and play sports. I plan to attend college and possibly major in elementary education. But showing cattle and pigs and being with my friends and family is the best part of the fair. Your reserve champion, Crossbred Division 2 steer, is sponsored by Nebraska 4-H Foundation and exhibited by Colin Rasmussen from Boone County, the child of Curtis Rasmussen and Janet Knecht. This 15-year-old has been exhibiting for 8 years and brings in Boo Boo. Continue working with my family and expanding my knowledge of supporting of our farm as a future plans, and really says time spent with family and friends. Your reserve champion, Crossbred Division 3 steer, is sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation and exhibited by Dayton Byletter from Phelps County, the child of Derek and Ashley. The 16-year-old has been exhibiting for 7 years, and this is Hawk. Plans to return to the farm and cow-calf operation in Loomis, Nebraska, and just really likes to be in the trailer with his siblings and seeing people and showing my steer. Your reserve champion, Market Heifer, is sponsored by the Nebraska 4-H Foundation and exhibited by Oakley Jelinek from Polk County, the child of Tori and Nate. This 11-year-old has been exhibiting for 4 years and says plans to bring Hazel into the ring and finish high school and photograph livestock as the future plans, and looks like shopping and hanging out with my friends and family is the best part. Now, we'd also like to recognize our third place winners in each of their divisions. Your third overall registered steer, Landon Linneman. Your third overall crossbred Division 1 steer, Kyle Shaw. Third overall crossbred Division 2 steer, Brody Ahrens. Your third overall crossbred Division 3 steer, Chesney Prince. And your third overall market heifer, Finley Jelinek.
Let's also thank our other beef show sponsors. We'll give them all a round of applause when we finish the list. Pinnacle Bank, Performance Plus Liquids, Nebraska Shorthorn Association, Nebraska Simmental Association, Don Peterson Auctioneers, Aurora Cooperative, Luking Club Calves, Terrell Veterinary Services, Agricultural Services, Inc.
All right, we're back here. Danny Raber and I are back here for the champion drive. I think everybody's kind of heard what's coming. Really just kind of want to give a shout out to everybody that's put these cattle together, everybody that's, all of these kids that are showing. I mean, I tell you what, from where this fair was 10, 15 years ago to now, especially if you're listening here and you're not from Nebraska, not around here, I'm telling you, it's a different world than it was here. I would welcome you to come. I'm not saying we can win every state fair in the world, but there was a long time this state wasn't that competitive, and I'd say we are now. You know, and that's going with calves that we're showing them no fit on the dirt today, guys. I mean, it's pretty solid, pretty good. Yep. Jack Ward, I think, has done an excellent job lining up the cattle. Just a little brief history that the champion out of the all other breeds registered steer, Avery Dietz steer, came from Mark Langren and Reed Parker. He actually, and we're going to kill two stones with one bird here. The market heifer is actually his sister. That's a full sister.
Well, as we finish up here in our grand drive, it's my pleasure again to be back with you here at the Nebraska State Fair. And honestly, what I could do is just kind of echo what the rest of the judges before me have said in terms of the importance of this program, how it builds character, it teaches our kids about competition and hard work. And somebody asked me here in an interview before we started the grand drive, a couple of words that I could tell any exhibitor that's competing in 4-H and the market beef shows, and what I want to tell you is have fun. Enjoy it. As it always says, as we get a little bit older, it kind of brings to light the fact that these things don't last forever. And your ability to get out here and compete and work and be with your friends. You know, I heard the introductions here this afternoon about kids that their favorite thing to do at the fair is come and be with friends, to enjoy the fair food. And yet some of them, they had some goals about, by golly, I just want to win this show. And those are all great things. Those are all things that are going to teach us a little bit about life. Because I tell you what, we heard this here too. We heard kids that want to become doctors, vets. They want to be ag teachers. We even backed up our goals a little bit with the young man there with the red steer. I just want to pass 4th grade, right? And that's what this is all about. It's about setting some goals and getting better and doing better things, because here's what we got to do. We got to build youth that are going to be productive adult citizens that'll be no burden on society. That's what we got to do. And I can't tell you a better program in the world than 4-H. My wife and I were 10-year members. Our 2 sons were 10-year members. I come from a family of 7 kids, and my parents, we were a very low means, but they believed in this program, and every one of my brothers and sisters were 10-year 4-H members. And the things that we have to say that we've been successful in life is very much directly in line with what we learn and the skills that we learn in this program. So to all of you sitting over here, the Fair Board directors, the folks at the Nebraska State Fair, the extension agents, the 4-H leaders, the parents, the friends, all I can do is tell you, keep it up. Because it's so important in what we're doing here in building these youth. Congratulations to everybody. This is a great set of steers. I got to be honest with you, I'm going to pick a couple of them that I'm just pretty damn proud of. And I think there are going to be a couple that I always get asked, where was the last good steer that you picked? And I can proudly say I'm going to go home from the Nebraska State Fair and say that I picked a couple pretty damn good ones. And I'm going to be proud of them, and I hope that you folks are as well. It's a great lineup, great set of kids, good job. One last thing, for everybody that showed here in 4-H over the last couple days, for the State Fair Board, the Nebraska State Fair people, the 4-H agents, you know, my son, I've had the pleasure to judge with him a couple of times, and I'm so proud of him. When he gets up and he makes his final speech, he said, you know what, folks? We've lost a little bit of our enthusiasm in this business, right? This is an accomplishment. This is something that's great, and I just told you I'm going to pick a couple of great steers. So what you need to do is give a great big round of applause for this accomplishment. Good job. It's been my pleasure.
Congratulations to Chesney Prince, your 2025 Nebraska State Fair Market Beef Grand Champion.
Stepping in the 3rd overall crossbred Division III steer is Georgia Johnson. This 14-year-old comes to us, or Georgia, excuse me, comes from Burt County. And this is Wheels, plans to go to college and go to school for animal science.
I like them all day.
And congratulations to Dayton Billiter from Phelps County, your reserve champion market beef for the Nebraska State Fair. The award is sponsored by the Nebraska State Fair. Congratulations, Bailey Prince, 3rd overall market beef at the 2025 Nebraska State Fair.
Stepping in now for that Division 3 or Division 2 steer, third overall is Brody Aarons from Burt County, and this is Smokey. Plans to finish junior high school at Oakland Craig while playing sports.
Is this fourth? Is this fourth? Congratulations to Ava Dietz from Buffalo County, your 4th place overall market beef at the Nebraska State Fair.
Entering the ring now will be Landon Linneman, a 15-year-old that's been showing for 7 years, plans to attend UNL, a goal of becoming a large animal veterinarian.
Landon came in, so then Haley was, yeah. Yep.
Congratulations to Colin Rasmussen. He exhibits your 5th place overall market beef.
And of course, congratulations again to all our winners. And thank you to our exhibitors and families for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our 4-H youth at the 2025 Nebraska State Fair.
Are we on, Dan? Well, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Congratulate the families that won. I mean, 5 excellent champions, and then just give a shout out. Jack Ward did a great job judging, and so did the State Fair did an awesome job having it. Really a deep set. Kids could go home and be proud of. Y'all appreciate you listening to us. Catch us this week on the open show will be coming this week, and then next weekend on Sunday and Monday, breeding cattle are next Sunday at the FFA show, and we'll be here live again next Monday with the FFA Open Steer Show, or the FFA Steer Show, excuse me. Again, congratulations to all involved, and thanks for having us, Dan. Thanks for being here.
Tim, it was great to be here again.
Yep. We'll look forward
to checking
in.
Great cattle. I mean, everything.
Really
hogs. Good. I mean,
everything
goats.
good. All
I mean, we saw it all here. It was a wonderful show. So they all have to be proud of. And like I said, we'll see you through the week. And next weekend we'll be here again. So
you bet. If you like what you've seen, give a shout out to Ringside Live. Help sponsor. They like advertising too. Thank you much. All right, bye.
Thank you.